Hello everybody, Volen here in Pursuit of Art. I wanted to talk to you guys today about a mental trap that I find people are getting caught in very often. And obviously this video is inspired by something that just kind of recently happened both to me and some comments from friends. So I wanted to kind of give this to you as something that you could apply to your own thinking and to your own practice. So I call this trap, I need something before I get started. So in a way, it's searching for something that's gonna do something for you that you can then do better or start your practice. A lot of people wait until they get something before they even get started. But even when you get started, there's always that illusion that as soon as you get something, it's gonna make you that much better. Now, let me just say here that I'm only talking about this because I've made the mistake of pretty much doing absolutely everything wrong, and I've fallen into that trap in every possible way, from needing a specific pencil that's a specific model that I've researched a lot, or another one I had before that even was a pencil holder which Ron Lemon was using in a Noman DVD. So he had this thing that extended his pencil, so I thought, well, I should probably get a pencil extender too, because he made awesome portraits and my portraits suck, so obviously the pencil extender is gonna make me awesome and it's gonna make my portraits like his. Then the pencil I got from David Finch, he's a comic book artist, and he also had a DVD and he had a lead pencil. So I researched that too, which one exactly it is, found it. It was expensive, got someone else to buy it for me because they needed a favor. So I thought, well, obviously I will need to have this amazing item in return. So then got that over many weeks of waiting for it. Then more recently, because I've been doing a lot of 3D, I thought, well, my rendering speed's kind of slow. So obviously I need a new computer now, and this is gonna really help me out. So it's gonna speed my renders by about 5-10 seconds maybe. It's gonna save me 5-10 seconds every few hours perhaps, or every few weeks whenever I do 3D. But really what my problem is that my 3D skills suck. So really what I need to do is I need to understand topology, and I need to understand how to work with 3D and how to be more efficient, chunk some of that 3D knowledge and automate it, become faster, learn how to integrate different software packages better, etc., know when to use which one. Or I could decide that I need to buy a new CPU, because of course I've already done the research. So the packages I use, they render using CPU, so obviously I need a better CPU, and for that I need a new motherboard, and I also need some RAM. So that's gonna be, let's say, $500-600. And once I get that, obviously my 3D is gonna get better. Well, at least that's one time that I managed to stop myself from getting into that trap. But I hear people say stuff to me all the time that I recognize immediately. Dude, you will get a net benefit, let's say, of 3% from spending your time either in buying a new computer, getting a new tablet, screen tablet, or just on the desk tablet, normal Wacom style tablet. Or maybe you're gonna need either a faster laptop that you can use as your second screen, or maybe you're gonna need a camera so you can take reference. So you've just found out about reference, so maybe you need to go and get a high-end DSLR, so you want to take good reference that you can use, and then you can do your own photo bashing and blah blah blah. Or maybe it's something else. Maybe it's your pencils, maybe it's your paints, maybe it's your space, maybe your studio doesn't get enough light, or maybe you'd like to have a different room just for yourself, or maybe you'll get started doing your YouTube channel once you get a better camera, a better microphone, a whatever, or once Christmas comes and you get some money, then you can get on that course that you need, and of course that'll make you so much better. All right, look, there's no denying that obviously some things help. For instance, having no pencil and no paper, you can't really do your work. But once you really satisfy those super basic needs, so once you get that 5% in there, and I say 5% because let's say a high-end PC with a digital tablet and a Cintiq and 3D packages and everything else, let's say that is about 80-90% of optimum tools, plus best easel possible and camel brush hairs that are made out of the one camel raised in India only on goat's milk that has been taken out on every full moon to graze under the best shepherd ever. So he would point to the camel, which I don't even know if they ate grass, but anyway, he would just give it every best possible blade of grass, and that camel would produce the finest hair, and from that one hair, from the perfect tip of its tail, you get your brush. So obviously that would be about 95%, because I'm sure there's something else that you would need at that point. But just the 5% of pencil, paper, or pen, like that's even better. Now you have 7%. That 7% of everything that you could possibly need, that's enough for you to be able to practice your perspectives, or really almost all your fundamentals. You could understand geometry, you could understand lighting, you could sketch, you could practice designs. If you look at most of the people that are top level, you'll see that they can perform. Feng Zhu, I'm sure, could draw on a Apple Mac 0.1 or whatever the first version was, with a wooden mouse, probably with a blindfold, while being attacked by pirates, and also defending himself and buying a hamburger and teaching a lecture and being in a high-speed chase. It wouldn't matter to him because the knowledge is internalized. So what I'm trying to say is that your main tool is your brain. Your main tool will never be an external object. You don't need that brush pack from someone. Having Jamie Jones's brush or Craig Mullins's brushes or Noah Bradley or anyone's brushes will not make any difference to you. Unless, let's say, you're only working with one brush again. So now that you have 5 brushes, yeah, that's an improvement. Granted, if you have, again, no pencil, now you have a pencil, that is a major improvement. But beyond that, having 10 different pencils, so 2B, 5B, 7B, I have them all. That's why I'm saying it. I have from 9H to 9B. I have all of them. I have the charcoal. I have all that stuff. I have a huge basket full of stuff that I never even look at. I don't even know where it is right now, but it's full. It's got paints in it. I've never tried them. I've never done oil painting. It's got paints in it. It's got canvases. It's got primers and all kinds of stuff. I never use them. I bought them because obviously I thought I will have these things and I will do all this stuff, but I never ever used them. Main point again here being that your brain is your main tool. It's the only thing that could make a difference. So any device that you get, any tool that you get is only as good as the knowledge that's in your brain. So that's a whole entire separate video really about what it is that you need to do in order to automate tasks, why you get better, what's most effective, all of that. But in terms of what you need to be able to start practicing and to be able to improve and to get to a pretty high level, you don't really need a lot. So this is for the people that find themselves that they need to accumulate all kinds of stuff, because I have everything. I had a DSLR, I sold it. I had lenses for it, I sold them. I have my basket full of stuff. I don't need that, I can just give that away. I do need my computer. I don't need a monitor tablet because I had that too. I need to make another video for, let's say, a review of what's the best tablet to draw. And obviously, you could probably guess, you don't really need a lot. So it's not any of the fancy screen tablets. In fact, a lot of them have huge drawbacks. So that's for another video too. Your main tool is your brain. It's internalizing, habitualizing what it is that you're doing, becoming more proficient, and then once that knowledge is in your brain, any tool could be cool, which is essentially why you want to have the pencil that the guy has. Or which pen are you using? Is that a brush pen or is that a big pen? Which pen? I don't care, dude. Like, the people that can do that, if it's Scott Robertson that you're looking and you're wondering what it is that he's drawing with, or John Park, or whoever it may be, it doesn't matter. It wouldn't matter to them. They could draw with a pencil that's probably just with a pen that's just leaking ink, so it's just like a shower of ink. They could probably still pull something off because they have the skill is in there. Or they could draw with a stick in the sand, or it could be with a broken pencil. It could be with anything. Leonardo da Vinci and a lot of people, a lot of masters, drew with silver point, which is just like this piece of silver or something that kind of looks like a pen that you drag across paper. It's a luxury now and people are doing it again, but the pencil came later. So if you just have a pencil, that's an improvement upon what most people in the whole entire history of humanity have had to work with and have still pulled off amazing stuff. So for the people that find themselves that can't get started until they get that one thing, or find that their practice gets disrupted very often by needing to get something more, or I just need to prepare this one thing before I start, don't spend your time on that. The net gain from you spending a day on sharpening your pencils or researching that mouse that someone was using for 3D or whatever it may be, that one day that you spent on that will give you a net gain for your skill level of 0.1%. Your practicing perspective or looking at tutorials or actually practicing your 3D software or practicing your painting, that's going to give you, let's say on that day, 5 or 10% increase or something that's much more substantial and meaningful. And dude, just think about your practice. You don't need to get, chances are you probably have more than enough info, more than enough resources. You don't need any more. What you need is a new system of how to practice, how to put all this stuff together and simplify your life. And in fact, get rid of 80% of the stuff that you've accumulated. You'll never read all those books. You'll never watch all those tutorials. You'll never see all those documentaries. You'll never get to use all those brushes, those pencils, those pens. We are normally full of stuff and cluttered, and in fact getting rid of stuff makes you more efficient. I used to have hundreds of brushes, now I have 5, and unless I need to texture something, I don't work with more than the 5. With the 5 I can do almost anything. So I even have 2 sets of brushes. One is just random that I have no idea what to do with because there's too many, and they are Jamie Jones brushes and they are everyone else's brushes that I've just collected, tried, threw away 80% and still ended up with hundreds. Too many. Less is more. And you don't need a lot. You need the 5%. You need your paper and your pencil, and with that you can practice almost everything. If you have Photoshop and a computer, or not even Photoshop, GIMP, whatever free software is out there, chances are that's all you need. Don't look for the thing that you think will make you better. That's an error in thinking. It's transference. Like, I think that if I get the pencil, I'm gonna get the skill also. Obviously that's completely wrong, but we're emotional creatures and we get sucked into all of these different paradigms that are just not true. Okay, so simple, quick video. Hoping that this is helpful to you guys. Let me know what you think, because your thoughts and your comments make me make the content, because otherwise I don't know what will be helpful to you guys. So that's it. I will be seeing you soon. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, share with anyone that you think may benefit so we can reach more people and help more people out. Thank you.